Hey everyone, welcome back to English with LS50. My name is Emma, and I'm so happy you're here today. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It really helps us grow and lets you learn English with us every week.
And I'm Jack. Thanks for joining us. Seriously, go subscribe. Emma checks the numbers every morning with her coffee, and when she sees new subscribers, she smiles like a kid with ice cream.
That's actually true. I get too excited. Anyway, today we're talking about something super important: how to talk to anyone with confidence, even if your English is beginner level.
Yeah, A1, A2 learners, this one is for you. And trust me, I used to be shy. Very shy. Like hide behind the door shy.
Oh yeah, he was. When we first met, he barely said hi.
Come on, I said hi. It was just a very tiny, quiet hi.
Like a mouse saying hello.
Exactly. But hey, I got better. And you will too. So today we'll show you how to feel confident, how to start conversations, and how to sound natural when speaking English.
Before we jump in, let's do a quick warm-up. Think about someone you want to talk to: a coworker, a classmate, a stranger at a cafe. Picture that moment. Now imagine you smiling, breathing, and saying something simple like, "Hey, how's it going?"
Great. That's step one, a simple beginning. You don't need big words. You don't need advanced grammar. Confidence starts with small steps.
And here's a little story. Last week, one of our viewers from Brazil sent a message. She said she always felt nervous talking to new people. She thought her English was too bad. But then she tried using just one short sentence. "Hi, how are you today?" She said it to a tourist in her city.
And guess what? The tourist smiled and talked for 5 minutes. 5 whole minutes. And she understood most of it.
She said she felt like a superhero just from one simple sentence.
So yeah, confidence comes from doing, not from waiting. Even small conversations help you grow.
Also, remember this: people don't care if your English isn't perfect. They care if you're friendly.
That's true. Americans especially love small talk. We talk about everything: weather, coffee, dogs, long lines of the supermarket, anything.
So if you ever feel stuck, just say something simple like, "Nice weather today," or "I like your bag," or "The coffee smells great in here."
Short, easy, friendly. That's it.
In today's episode, Jack and I will guide you through 5 parts. We'll show you natural conversations, little tricks to relax, and phrases you can use right away.
So, grab a notebook or your phone, or just sit back and listen. Slow, simple English is coming.
And remember, you can talk to anyone. You just need the courage to try.
All right, let's start with the first big idea. Confidence is a habit, not a talent. We'll explain that in the next part.
So let's talk about this idea: confidence is a habit, not a talent. People always think confident speakers are born that way, but that's not true. Confidence is something you build, little by little.
Yeah, like going to the gym. You don't walk in and lift a car on day one. No way. You start small. Maybe 5 push-ups. Maybe just stretching. Same with talking to people.
When I was younger, I wasn't very confident either. I remember being in high school, standing in the hallway, trying to talk to new people. My hands were shaking a little. My voice felt weird.
I can totally picture that. Baby Emma scared of humans.
Hey, I was not that scared. But yeah, I didn't feel comfortable. Then I started practicing one thing every day. I said hi to one new person. Just hi, nothing more.
That's a great start. And look at you now, talking to thousands of students around the world.
Exactly. So if you're listening to this, remember, you don't need to talk for 10 minutes. You just need a small daily habit. Something simple like saying, "Hi, how are you? Nice to see you."
And the cool thing is, when you do this every day, it becomes normal. Your brain goes, "Oh, this isn't scary anymore."
Yes, it becomes automatic, and automatic equals confident.
Also, here's something that helped me. Don't wait for the perfect moment. There is no perfect moment.
Yeah, the perfect moment is usually right now.
True. One time I was at a coffee shop and I wanted to talk to this guy because he had a cool camera. I waited and waited and waited, then he left.
Classic Jack.
I know, but after that, I promised myself to talk immediately. So next time, when I saw someone with a cool backpack, I just said, "Hey, I like your backpack." And boom, the conversation started.
That's how it works. You take action first. Confidence comes second.
And don't worry about mistakes. Seriously, Americans make mistakes all the time. We forget words, we say weird sentences, we laugh. It's normal.
The goal is not perfect English. The goal is connection.
Exactly. People remember how you make them feel, not your grammar score.
So if you're polite, friendly, smiling a little, and speaking slowly, people will enjoy talking to you, even if your English is A1 or A2.
And one more tip. Before you talk to someone, take one deep breath. Just one. Inhale, exhale. It helps your brain relax.
I use this all the time, even before filming videos.
Same here. Deep breaths are magic.
All right, in the next part, we'll teach you how to start a conversation in real life using simple and natural English.
And we'll give you easy sample dialogues you can copy.
Ready when you are. Okay, now let's get into real practical stuff. How do you start a conversation with someone, especially if you're shy, or if your English level is A1, A2? Don't worry, we'll make it super simple.
Yeah, starting a conversation doesn't have to be complicated. You don't need big words like fundamentally or hypothetically. No, simple works best.
The easiest way to start is with something called small talk. Small talk means short, light conversation. Nothing deep, nothing serious.
Americans love small talk. Honestly, we talk about random things all the time. Weather, coffee, our pets, shoes, whatever.
So here are some easy conversation starters you can use anywhere. Hi, how's your day going? Nice weather today. I like your shoes. Is this seat taken? Do you come here often? The coffee smells great in here.
All of these are easy, short, friendly, and you can say them with confidence even if you're a beginner.
Let's do a tiny example. Imagine you're at a cafe and you want to talk to someone sitting next to you. It could sound like this. You, hi, nice weather today. Them, yeah, it's really sunny. You, I love sunny days. Them, me too.
Boom. Conversation started. No stress.
Exactly. And once the conversation starts, it becomes easier. You just follow the flow. You don't need perfect grammar. You can pause. You can say, let me think. It's all normal.
Here's another tip. Use your environment. Look around you. Talk about something you both can see. Like, the line is long today. This music is relaxing. That dog is so cute.
Yes, using the environment is super helpful because you don't have to think too much. The world gives you ideas.
Also, ask simple questions. Questions open the door for more talking. Easy questions like, what's your name? Where are you from? Do you work or study? What do you like to do?
And here's a fun little story. Last summer, I was waiting at the bus stop. There was a woman standing next to me, and she looked a bit nervous. I smiled and said, hot day, right? She laughed and said, oh yes, I'm melting. And we talked all the way until the bus came.
See? It started with just 2 words. Hot day.
Exactly. Don't underestimate simple sentences. They can open real connections.
And when you feel nervous, remember this. The other person is human too. Maybe they're shy. Maybe they're tired. Maybe they want someone to talk to.
And sometimes they're happy you started the conversation first. In the next part, we'll show you how to keep a conversation going, even if your vocabulary is small. We'll give you easy phrases and simple tricks to avoid awkward silence. It's going to help you sound more natural and more confident.
All right, now you know how to start a conversation. But what happens after that? How do you keep the conversation going without running out of words?
Yeah, that's the scary part for most learners. You start strong, then suddenly your mind goes empty. No words, no ideas, just,
It happens to everyone, even native speakers.
Absolutely. So here are some simple tools you can use to keep the conversation alive. After someone answers you, ask a small question about what they said. It shows interest and keeps things flowing. For example, them, I'm from Chicago. You, oh, do you like Chicago? Them, yeah, it's nice. You, what's your favorite thing there?
Easy, natural, friendly. These are small expressions that show emotion. They make the conversation sound real. Like, really? That's cool. No way. Oh, wow. That's interesting.
These phrases are powerful because they make the other person want to continue talking. Conversations are like ping pong. You hit the ball back. For example, them, I love coffee. Me too. I drink one every morning.
It doesn't have to be a big story, just a tiny detail. It helps build a connection. If you need a second to think, don't panic. Use easy fillers like, well, let me think. That's a good question.
These are normal in English. Native speakers use them all the time. People connect emotionally, so use simple emotion words. I'm happy today. I'm a little tired. I'm excited. I'm nervous, but it's okay.
Saying how you feel creates trust, and it makes the conversation warm.
Let's do a quick sample. Listen to how simple it is. You, do you study or work? Them, I work. You, oh, cool. What do you do? Them, I'm a nurse. You, really, that's amazing. Do you like your job? Them, yes, I do. It's hard, but rewarding. You, I understand. My sister is a nurse too.
See? No big words, no advanced grammar, just simple English and curiosity. Last year, I met a tourist in a bookstore. I asked him, are you visiting? He said yes, and I asked, do you like the city so far? The conversation lasted 15 minutes.
And you told me you didn't even plan to talk.
Exactly. It just happened because I asked easy questions and reacted naturally.
Here's the most important thing. Don't try to sound smart. Try to sound human.
Yes, people don't want perfect English. They want real connection.
And you can do that with the simple tools we gave you.
In the next part, we'll talk about how to end a conversation naturally and how to leave a good impression even as a beginner.
This part is super useful in real life. All right, welcome to the final part. Now that you know how to start a conversation and keep it going, it's time to learn how to end the conversation naturally. A lot of learners forget this step, but it's super important.
Yeah, ending a conversation the right way makes you look confident, polite, and friendly, and it makes people happy to talk to you again in the future.
The good news is it's actually very easy. You just need a few simple phrases. Here are some easy ways to end a conversation. It was nice talking to you. I had a great time chatting. I should go now, but I enjoyed our conversation. Hope to see you again sometime.
These phrases sound natural and friendly, not too formal, not too cold. You don't need a big story. Just the tiny reason helps the ending feel smooth, like, I have to get back to work. I need to catch the bus. I have a class soon.
Simple and honest. This helps the other person feel good. Like, thanks for the chat. I'm glad we talked. You're really fun to talk to.
People love positive energy. It makes them remember you. A nice goodbye keeps things warm. Take care. See you later. Have a great day.
And if you're talking online, you can say things like, talk soon, message me anytime. Let's do a quick example. You, well, I should go now. Them, oh, okay. You, it was really nice talking to you. Them, nice talking to you too. You, have a great day. Them, you too.
Easy, natural, confident. One time I talked to a guy at the gym. We talked for like 20 minutes about sneakers. At the end, I didn't want it to be awkward, so I said, hey, I need to start my workout now, but it was fun talking to you. He smiled and said, yeah, man, see you around. And every time we saw each other after that, we said hi.
And that's the magic of a good ending. It builds future connections. So before we wrap up today, let's remember everything. 1, confidence is a habit. 2, start simple. 3, use small talk. 4, ask easy questions. 5, react with emotion. 6, share small things about yourself. 7, end conversations warmly.
And here's the truth. You don't need perfect English to connect with people. You just need courage, kindness, and practice.
Every conversation you try makes you stronger, even the short ones.
And if you make mistakes, great. Mistakes are your teachers.
So go out there, talk to someone today, use one phrase, even just one. You'll feel proud afterward.
And we're always here to help you get better.
If you enjoyed this conversation practice, don't forget to subscribe to English with LS50. Your support helps us create more lessons for you.
And let us know in the comments, who do you want to talk to with confidence? A coworker? A friend? A new person?
We'd love to hear your stories.
Keep practicing. Keep trying. Keep growing.
And remember, you can talk to anyone.
Yes, anyone.
See you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.